Hi, welcome. I'm so excited you're here. I hope you're ready to learn some awesome things about Facebook audiences. I know it's a question that a lot of people have like a million, billion, jillion times. Real quick though, I just want to introduce myself. My name's Heather. I'm from Awesome Audiences. I love understanding people. I love understanding what makes them think and most importantly, what makes them buy. Because, you know, we all want those sales, dollar bills. Right? So anyways, I'm happy to share one of my techniques that I use personally for my Facebook ads, for my clients' Facebook ads. This is a strategy that surprisingly not as many people use as I would think. It seems like most people will like try to create this mega brilliant best ad ever and then it doesn't convert well and they spend a lot of money on it and then sadness ensues and they curse Facebook's names. How dare you, Facebook? How dare you do this to me? Right? So we are not about that life. This video will be just a tiny bit choppy. My broadcasting recording service is wonderful, but it's also free, which means that there are some setbacks. So I'm going to go ahead and go into the image slideshow. Then I'm going to share my screen, and then we're going to go back into some images. Sorry in advance. What I'm going to say, though, is pretty great. So stick around. All right, hold on. Bye, Heather. Hello, slides. All right. So again, in case you forgot while you were here, because you have 10-second amnesia, thanks, Dory. We are going over how to create an audience for Facebook ads. Yeah! All about how to create a Facebook ads audience. Let's dive in. So, really quick before we get into any of the training, I want to talk about some of the basics. A campaign is the objective that you're trying to do. So, do you want, click-throughs to your website? Are you running a like campaign? Are you trying to get people to message you? Whatever your objective is, that's what your campaign is. Now, your ad set is where you're going to decide the target. This is where the ad, the audience comes in. You're going to determine your budget, your schedule, your price. I guess that's redundant for the budget. Sorry. Anyways, all that's determined in the ad set. Now, you're going to have multiple ad sets in a campaign. Confusing a little bit, I know. Now, finally, you have your ads. So it's campaign, ad to ad. Ad or ads in your set, that's going to be the creative part. So the image you use, the copy, the writing you use, what website you're trying to get people to go to, or, what messenger bot you want them to visit. Whatever it is, all that creative part goes into there. All right. So do you want to know the secret to super great audiences? Ready? Drum roll. It's having lots of audiences. Here's the thing. We are well past the days of, creating a, ideal customer client, right? And you want to, write down their hopes and dreams, and you're going to say, this is where they sleep, and this is where they live, and this is how much money they make. We are long past that, friends. Way past it. We kicked that to the curb years ago. We are now into the psychographics of people. That means people who have the same beliefs and ideologies as your ideal audience. So instead of, meet Cindy, who's 45 and needs her hair curled, it's, okay, these are all the people who need their hair curled in the 35 to 45 age range. So it could be Cindy, or it could be Gary, or it could be, Linda Rue, I don't know. So the idea is that we are getting away from a specific type of people and instead targeting the behaviors of people, which is pretty awesome because now all of a sudden, your audience is going to reach new people. You're not confined to one type of person. You are, now able to get into lots of people. Okay, so we are going to walk through exactly how to do that. All right, good. Bye, slideshow. Hello, display. Yeah, okay. Go down here real quick. Okay, so this is my ads manager. We'll be getting into this in just a second. I'm going to walk you through how to create an ad and an audience. But before we can get into all this, we need to talk about some of our, again, this isn't demographics so much. These are the interests of our ideal person. This is targeting how they're going to think and behave. And so what I've done is I've created a spreadsheet of different types of people, websites, magazines, etc. And then, of course, behaviors that our ideal audience exhibits and who they follow and who they like. And then we're going to use that to create an audience, okay? So what I want you to do, and I'll include the spreadsheet. I'll include a link so you can copy it and just steal my spreadsheet. You're welcome. I love you. Wanted to make life easy for you. So you'll get, it says guru, websites, magazines, books, tools, resources, and of course behaviors. So what I'm going to do is, actually we'll start with websites. What I do when I'm creating an audience, either for myself or for my customers, is I start Googling. So here, I've already done some of the work. I'm going to Google all the top, okay, oh, sorry. I need to back up for a second. This audience right here, my example audience, we are doing, I don't know where to put it. Normally I put it up here, so I'll just put it up here. I'm going to create small business owners. And these are going to be pretty like newbie, you know, like under 5 years and or haven't made their first, you know, 6 figures, right? Okay, so now we're going to go to best small business websites, right? And I'm going to look up, okay, Wix, Weebly, Yola, Shopify. Okay, that's building a website. That's not what I want. I want 2 websites for small businesses. Okay. No, again. These are examples. Business website, small business. Let's do help. Right, and see, this is kind of some of the process, okay? As you're trying to figure out. There we go. Tools and websites for small business. Okay, so now we see Forbes, obviously, so we can add that. Oh yeah, people who have a small business like Forbes, right? All right, Forbes, what do you have to say? Fiverr, okay. That'd be something we could target. Oh, why is my computer being weird? Okay. Evernote, okay. Tiny Pulse. Oh, interesting. Let's see, not quite. Linda, that's for learning. Not quite what I want. No, this is not what I want. Let's do small business, best small business marketing. Right? Okay, here we go. Let's do best small business websites about marketing. Okay, because I own a marketing company, so I want website builders, website design. Gosh, why is this difficult? Okay, well, let's see. I have a couple examples like Moz, Social Media Examiner, Forbes.com. But do you get what I'm saying? Like, this obviously is not working well for me. Sorry, guys. What I'm wanting to do is I'm looking for websites that my target, my psychographics of my audience are going to visit, right? Best small business. Okay. Best, let's do best marketing. I can't spell. Best marketing websites. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. HubSpot. Oh yeah, HubSpot. Okay, and I'm just going to keep going on until I have lots and lots of examples. Normally when I'm doing research, it's taking me, you know, hour to 2 hours. I'm going to do the quick version now, but that's what I would do. It's like start just going through websites, right? And then next, I'm going to look at different types of magazines. So I went ahead and Googled. This one's ready to go, right? So here's all these different magazines that, you know, your target market may be reading. Of course, you know, do what works for your industry. So if you're fitness, you know, you're looking at fitness magazines and etc. So let's see. Let's add, probably add Entrepreneur, maybe Bloomberg. Sorry. Okay, next we're going to go on to, and again, same thing. We're looking, nice long list, as many as you can find. Okay, 4 hour, let's see, next we're going to look at books, right? So not only are we looking at books for the kind of book, we're also looking for authors, because normally authors are the big guys in the industry, right? So I have the 4-hour work week, but they also can put Tim Ferriss in like the guru section, right? These are the experts in your field. And if you're not sure, like, who some of the, oh, well, we'll get to that in a second, actually. But if you're not sure who some of the gurus are, another way you can do it is top or best marketers. Oh, sure, 2018, okay? And then you can look best digital marketers, right? And then you can target people who are similar. Oh, so that's lame. I don't want that. Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. So Gary Vaynerchuk, Seth Godin, Tim Ferriss, Neil Patel, Guy Kawasaki, all those we can now add here to our list, lots of examples. Okay, now back to books real quick. All right, 7 Habits, Lean Startup is a good one. Oh, wrong one, guys. Oh, Reach Dev one. Purple Cow is a great one. Okay, etc., etc., etc. Okay, next you're going to go into tools and resources that they're using. So we can do, again, Google best tools for small business owners, right? Okay. Okay, so yeah, we can put Fiverr down. Although, I don't know, I'd be probably careful about this one because people who are using Fiverr are looking for cheap and fast. You know what? I'm going to take that out. People who are using Fiverr are looking for cheap and fast, which there's nothing wrong with, but we're not, for me personally, I don't want to target people who need cheap and fast. I want to target people who have nice budgets, They don't have to be the biggest budgets, but they need to be more than $5. Okay, 50 free tools. Lists like these are great. Okay. Let's see, Yelp, Google Analytics, HubSpot. HubSpot's a great one. HubSpot. I think I put it on the website too. That's okay. We can have it on both. Logging. Yeah, I guess people interested in WordPress. That would be a good one. And let's find one more. Slack, legal, money management. Oh, maybe PayPal's awfully broad. It's not quite what I'm looking for. Billing, when I work, social. Oh, here we go. Social media. That's something everyone. So Hootsuite. That would be another good one. If they're interested in Hootsuite. Okay. So, and then of course, last you want to look at the behaviors of people. So, if they're an entrepreneur, if you're targeting, parent entrepreneurs, you could put parents. If you're, let's see, what else? The behaviors one can be a little bit interesting. What I normally do is and I'll show you how to do this. I go into the suggestions section when it comes down to behaviors, but anything specific you can think of, like maybe, if you need birthday, they just had a birthday, or if you're trying to target people, gosh, who had a recent life event, like a college, grad. None of these apply to me right now. Normally I just do like entrepreneur, small biz, things like that. So now here's the cool part. What we're going to do, I'll show you how to do this in Ads Manager. We're going to take a couple of these and we're going to turn them all into one audience because we don't want our audiences to get too big. And again, I normally have a list of like 20 plus in each of these, except for behaviors. Behaviors can be a small one. But the rest of these will have a good, nice long list. But again, with the smallest example, so these are my audience combinations, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick basically one from each category and turn it into an audience. So let's say I'm going to do Marie Forleo, and then I'm going to highlight it so I know. We'll do purple, right? Do this one purple. Okay, all right. Copy, and I'm going to create an audience that has Marie Forleo as, oops. Marie Forleo was an interest. All right, let's see, what else do I want? Let's do HubSpot. Ah, this is annoying. Hold on, let's undo that. I'll just type it in. What the heck, guys? Okay, we're going to do HubSpot. And again, we're going to turn this purple. Okay, let's do Business Insider. And then last, we're going to do Purple Cow because it's purple. Or not last, I'm sorry. Purple Cow, purple. And then we're going to do, if they're interested in WordPress. And finally, Entrepreneur. Okay. Right. So now, oh, we got to turn these purple. Oops, wrong purple. And Entrepreneur. Okay, right. Now see how all these ones we took? They're from different, all different categories. So that's going to give us a really nice representation of a kind. And then for my next audience, I'll do something like, they can be red, right? Okay, maybe this red, okay? Do like Pat Flynn, Moz.com, right? Bloomberg, we'll do Bloomberg. For our work week, you get the picture. And now all these guys will go into this audience. And so that will be a whole nother like ad set, right? So this is one ad set and this is another ad set, and I'll target different ads to all these different ad sets, right? So even though they're going to be really like, you know, similar, they'll still have their own version of a business owner, right? Okay, so let me show you what I mean by that. So we're going to go in and I'm just going to create a whole new ad for you guys from square one, right? All right, so this is, again, the campaign. I'm going to create a new campaign. My goal is going to be conversions. It's normally conversions, but there's others. I've done brand awareness. I've done, let's see, engagement. And I've done video views. I haven't had good luck with lead generation, but that's just been me. So normally I go for conversions, okay? Make sure you're naming your campaign. So I do conversions. The type of audience, so I'm doing small biz owners. And yeah, conversions and small business owners. Okay, continue. All right, so here's now we're getting into the ad set. Okay, this is the exciting part. So again, I'm going to make sure I name this something really well. Okay, this is going to be small biz owners. And then for this particular one, I'm going to target a certain age range. So this one, I'm going to target the age 30 to 40, okay? And that's a part of your demographics. I'll have another ad set in the future under the same campaign where it's going to be small business owners who are 20 to 30, right? And another one who are 40 to 50. Basically, I'm going to try all sorts of different audiences and all sorts of different ads in different campaign sets. So we have small business owners, then I'll add my website here. And this is where the really exciting part comes in. You know, this little section right here is super exciting. This is where like the big money gets made, okay? So first off, location, I always do English speaking countries. So US, the UK, United Kingdom, I do Australia. Oops, I always do this. I always accidentally do Austria instead of Australia. Whoopsies. Australia. Not Austria, sorry. Sorry, Austria. And then Canada. Okay, and then what I do, go down. This is where, again, I decided to go 30 to 40, right? Okay. And then this is the exciting part. Now, before you do any of this, we're going to go down here and we're going to uncheck this box. And here's why. A lot of people like this box, and that's fine. But for me, do you see how I created the super targeted, you know, these are the people, these are the psychographics that I want to target, right? And if I have this clicked, I don't know what else Facebook is targeting. So Facebook could be targeting people who, since I said, you know, Marie Forleo, he could also be, Facebook could also be targeting, I don't know, Ariana Huffington, right? And I don't know that. And if I don't know that, I don't know what works and what doesn't work, right? So I can't recreate this audience and have it work again the same way, okay? So I uncheck that so I have more control over who my audience is and what they're seeing. So now this is where we add in these things that we found over here. So I'm going to do Marie Forleo, right? Okay, Marie Forleo, great. And then who else do I have? I have HubSpot. Okay. I have Business Insider. Okay. I have Purple Cow. Okay, so good. I'm glad this happened. So sometimes the things that we target don't always show up. Like this Purple Cowboy Wines. We don't care about that. So it's super easy. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to delete this, right? And not make it purple anymore. And instead we'll try Lean Startup. Lean Startup. Okay, so now we have this one instead. Okay, and so we're going to make this one purple. But the reason I go ahead and I look for books anyways is like you never know what's going to inspire you. So Purple Cow leads me to, you know, I don't know, what color is your parachute, right? And then all of a sudden you're remembering, oh, you know, this guy and that thing and this book. So you don't want to stamp out that creative process. Just go in here and see if Facebook has them. Okay, WordPress and Entrepreneur. WordPress. And then I want WordPress or Entrepreneur the Entrepreneur. Okay, so now this is where like the testing part comes in. You can either do the interest of entrepreneurship, or you can target entrepreneurs, people who've tagged their employment as entrepreneurs. I probably would rather go for the people who've tagged themselves, rather than like, see, that brings in a demographic, right? Instead of just another interest. Okay, then of course, if you need more suggestions, you can go, now that you have these up, you can go in here and see, oh, what are some of the suggestions? And if you don't have these suggestions, you can always come through, like on this list, you can take them from here. For example, Wix.com, then we can put Wix.com here, right, in our websites, okay? Right? So normally I like to have my audience a little smaller than this. I try to do around, you know, 8 million is my max, whereas like probably like 1 million is my minimum. So this is a little high. So sometimes I'll just come in, let's see, sometimes I'll come in and narrow it a little bit. HubSpot's pretty interesting. Let's see, take them out. Still 14 million. We'll take out WordPress. Oh, still 13 million. Okay, let's see. Oh, Business Insider, that's why. Okay, 8 million. So that's a little high, but okay. But see how all of a sudden this went down? So I'll go back in and take these off, right? Bye. You know, oh, we decided not to do this. Okay, goodbye. And I may create an audience just on Business Insider itself, Business Insider and maybe one other thing. But that I might target down really low. Okay, so next, after I've done that, I will come and set my budget. Now, when I'm in the testing phase, I like to set it around $5 a day. You know, I like to have multiple ads under my ad set, and I'm testing at $5 a day. Okay? So that's how you're going to create, you know, your audiences here. And if you need to, also, it helps a lot if you want to do only 1 or 2 of these at a time, if you need to trim your audience down a little too. Yeah. So basically what you're doing is you're taking your campaign and your main objective, and then you're creating this ad set, okay? And then you're going to create all sorts of different ads in this one ad set. So the ad set is your audience, and then the ads are the different ways you're targeting to them. So for every ad set I have, I'll have 8 to 10 different ads that I run. Right? Which seems like a lot of testing to do. I don't normally run them all at once unless I have a client with a really big budget. Then we'll just go from the get-go, like right out the gate. We'll test, you know, 4 different ad sets at 10 ads each and 40 ads right off the bat, right? And the whole reason we're doing it this way is so that we know what works, okay? So we're knowing, like, Entrepreneur, Lean Startup, and Marie Forleo, they ran really well. Any ads we run to this group do really well. Right? Or let's say we do, you know, Tim Ferriss, Forbes, and, you know, HubSpot. Right? Let's say we do that, and the ads run poorly, no matter who we run them to. Okay, so then we're just going to get rid of those ads. So I'll have, like I said, different ad sets. I'll change the age range normally. You know, I'll change this type normally. You know, we're testing. It's also really imperative that you are, I touched on this smallly, but labeling everything really well. Because once you start getting into lots of ads, it can get really confusing. So make sure you're doing, you know, the type of psychographics you want, you know, the age range, you know, all of that. So let's see. Let's pop back into my goodbye display capture. All right, let's go back into the slideshow. Okay, so I wanted to, oh gosh, I had such a great line. Here I am messing up. Okay, basically, if you liked this training, I have more for you. Right? I had that planned out way smoother. I'm sorry. I feel like this is an awkward first date. And I'm like, here's all my life events. By the way, I'm a stalker. I mean, how do you say that well, right? No, I'm just kidding. I had a better way to say it, but here we are. This is the real me. If you wanted perfection, this is not the I am not the person you should look to for perfection. I am fun, I am exciting, and I understand people, but I am nowhere near perfect. Anyways, okay, so if you liked that training, if you thought it was useful, if you really feel like you got a lot out of that, then I really want to invite you to check out my full Facebook ads course, which is called the Facebook Ad Mapping Kit. Pretty great name, I know, you're welcome. And it's all about how to create full ads. So I just touched on the audience portion, but there's so much more. Like how to write your ad copy, like the copy that makes people like stop and say, ooh, yeah, no, ooh, that's interesting. Yes, I do want to know more, right? It keeps them reading. Also, we're going to go over how to find / take pictures that make people stop scrolling, right? So the ones that are like, what's that? I'm also going to share with you my secret to high converting ads that only cost a penny or can cost as low as a penny. I've had success with just a penny. Obviously, my budget was more than that, but I got conversions and click-throughs at a penny. A penny. And the best part is, like, most people aren't doing this. This is a really, like, for whatever reason, it's kind of flown under the radar and people are not picking up on it. People might start picking up on it here soon, and a couple of advertisers have, but I'm really surprised how many people aren't doing this. So, if you want to get in on a really great high-converting strategy that not as many business owners are doing, this is for you. But Also, because I love you and you're awesome, I've also included a couple of bonuses. One is the everywhere strategy. This is a strategy I use for myself and my clients on how to quickly grow your Facebook following on your Facebook page very easily and very cheaply. This strategy is going to get you top of mind to all your customers, right? It's going to warm them up so you can run your ads to them, and your ads will convert even better because it's a slightly warm audience. I wouldn't say lukewarm, but I wouldn't say frigid, so like tepid maybe. So a tepid audience, anytime you run your ads to them, they're going to convert way better. And then bonus number 2 is all of my templates and all of my headlines that are all proven. They've all been proven to work really well. So you get headlines, you'll get ad copy, and the best part is you can just take it, add your stuff to it, make it your own, and then use it. And you know it's gonna work. So I really hope you join me in this ads training. It's something I'm really, really, really excited about. I'm only charging $97 for it. This is something that's worth lots. As an ads manager, I charge, let's see. It's been a while since I've said my prices. I have a couple of good long clients, but I'm charging, $4,000 to $6,000 a month to do what this training is teaching you, right? I'm writing the copy for people's ad. I'm running this major strategy, right? So I'm going to give you everything that I know. I'm basically giving you my Facebook ads brain, what I'm giving my clients, and I'm giving it to you. I'm teaching you how to do this. All that for only $100, right? Or just under $100. So it's pretty great. I really hope that you get in on it, especially because I've decided that I'm only going to limit it to a couple hundred people. And the main reason is because of that first bonus, right? I don't want everyone knowing the everywhere strategy, because if everyone knows it, then everyone and knows how seriously how great it is, everyone will use it. And if everyone uses it, then it's not as effective. So I don't want, honest to goodness, I don't want too many people to know about it, right? Because I don't want the market to get oversaturated with this strategy and then no one wins and it sucks. So I'm only going to limit this to a couple hundred people. I'll probably create something else later on, maybe a more in-depth. Maybe I'll do sales pages next. Maybe that's my next thing, is how to do sales pages. They're really fun. Anyways, hop on while it's still open. I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to close it. Probably when I hit that couple hundred mark of purchasers. So jump on now because it could go really fast. So anyways, have an awesome rest of your day. Don't forget, if you haven't already, you can download the spreadsheet for free to use in your own ads. And best of luck with your ads, guys. Seriously, I wish you the best. Facebook ads are great, and I really want you to be successful, because your success means that you get to sell more. And who doesn't want to sell more, right? So have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in the Facebook training.